And mute in Discord. There's the stretch. Yes, they are here to visit Pixel in regards to some real estate in the Palace District. Interesting, the no clip on that. The bushes are weird. Not the no clip, but the transparency. Alright, yes, here we go. Her voice is a bit deeper, and she is very serious. Whisper, whisper, whisper. Steve, as you skate around on my finely polished floor. Yeah.
I might have gotten a little turned around, but stairs are right here.
Fucking interns. I'm kidding. You're good. Actually, you know what? Let's do it this way. Shit.
Ma'am, your next appointment is here.
Yes.
Thank you. Good evening.
Hello. So, real estate, yes?
Yes. Preferably looking to purchase outright rather than lease, but if that's not possible, lease is definitely not completely out of the question.
Yeah. And let's start with purpose. Why do you want land in
Purpose.
the Palace District?
In truth, it mostly comes down to terms of cost. Various real estate available in Zafira can be expensive. There's only 2 districts that are currently got my eye in terms of price and what I can fit into my budget. That being Palace District and Industrial. From what I hear about Palace District, it might be more up my alley.
All right, now that you've covered your reason, let's go back to your purpose.
Purpose.
What are you going to be using it for?
Be opening a club, storing some things, building some things. Drugs, if we're being completely honest here.
I would rather it.
All right then, allow me to introduce myself completely informally. My name is Ali O'Dooley. I'm from a different reality. I'm not native to Zafira. It's a place not too different from Zafira. Big corporate hellscape dystopia, towers up to the skies, mega buildings, the whole nine.
Mm-hmm.
In this home reality of mine, I'm a well-known fixer, drug dealer, gang leader. Now, I'm not looking to move in on anyone's score here or anyone's turf. I'm not looking to set up a gang. I'm leaving that part of my life behind me. But I deal and specialize in nanomachine-based narcotics that are unique to my home reality as far as I can tell. Willing to cut y'all in, obviously, as that would be part of the deal, I'm assuming, of me running and operating business on y'all's turf.
And the club, that is cover, or you actually be...
Purely a front, but it would be actually operating as a club. I run a club in my hometown. I enjoy the club scene.
I see. And are you aware of the clientele that you would be attracting from the Palace District if you were to open a club here?
Probably a bit more of the, what's the word? Grungy type. Not necessarily like highfalutin sorts. I'm not looking to run a Purple Lotus here. We're talking EDM, people who want to trip and listen to some hard fucking beats while they, party. Pardon my language.
No, it seems party is the correct language. Party is in club,
I'm a party
and
animal.
party is in drugs, and, well, you didn't mention prostitution, so that is, I guess, something to be considered, which is...
I don't deal in that. Human trafficking is not my interest.
Right. Those two are not necessarily exclusive, but you can understand it how you wish.
Where I come from, they kinda are hand in hand.
I see. Well, if you're looking simply for property to run your drug organization out of and have a club front on it, then you are probably in the right place.
That's what I figured. But I didn't want to assume nothing.
There is a location about a block off from a safety corridor. So you would have some support from one direction.
I'm assuming if I keep at least a small crew on hand for my own security purposes, that wouldn't be seen as an affront to your control.
Absolutely not. I would expect you to protect your own assets, as I am expected to protect my own assets. So, 15,000 square feet warehouse with 30,000 square feet of unaccounted for warehouse space. It is under street level. It's 2 levels that are under the street level. So I think that should accommodate you well.
Sounds perfect.
Yes. So, you would
One
be...
other thing. If you pardon my interruption. I mean, no offense. Are you familiar with the Fight Finder app?
Yes. I believe an offshoot of a lot of Gormunder's old employees. His group started that.
Yes. So, I am a official for that service. I'm a referee and a judge and a contestant. Pit fights, sponsored and run via Fight Finder that out of the question if I were to operate such things on occasion?
Do not lie to me. Is Fight Funder in any way associated with Gormunder?
It is.
That should not be a problem. As long as you keep the location clandestine and do not draw too much attention from officials from other districts.
Fair enough.
You will not find any issues, especially under the arrangement that you'll be presented with any kind of law enforcement or any kind of government enforcement in the Palace District.
So I've been told.
So the agreements of the lease, you're not purchasing land in the Palace District. 20,000 credits a month. That includes the lease for the facility, the basic utilities, power and water, and sewage. Any kind of data connections or anything like that, you will need to either contract with us further or figure out how to set up a wireless connection. No hard lines. That 20,000 credits also includes support. We will make sure nothing comes from the safety corridor side, of course, but built into the cost of the lease will be elevated surveillance around the area you're at. I want to stress that the kinds of people that you will attract from the Palace District will be profitable for you, but also a high risk.
Not unlike my current clientele.
I would think the kinds of people that don't leave the Palace District are not the kinds of people that are your current clientele. You seem very concerned with human trafficking. Consider the things that are worse than that, and be ready.
I'll keep that in mind.
If you become a risk or liability, there will be surcharges for additional support.
I try to keep the support requests to a minimum.
The kind of support you'll be receiving in this district are not by request.
Right.
Well, let me state it in a more polite way. The kind of support you'll be receiving you will wish you have requested. Because at least when you request support, you get a contract that you can go over and agree to. When we come with support, you will sign the contract. And trust me, as much as I don't want you dealing in my shit, personal shit, I don't want to be dealing in your personal shit.
Agreed.
All right. I will have a contract sent to you. You can have your lawyers or whomever you wish look over it.
I would appreciate that.
Anything else I can help you with?
That's it.
Do you remember your way out?
I do. Let's go, Steve. Have a good evening, madam.
Don't leave any of your friends behind.
Certainly not.
Please follow me back to the elevators.
What the hell is going on? It's an entire day of getting exactly what I want. There's a part of me that wants to put on her combat gear and just stand up here in full combat gear as they leave.
I can hold them up for a second as I bring them back if you want to.
Why would you bring them back?
I was sitting out on the desk. No, to the elevator.
Yeah, to go ahead and take them to the elevator. They need to have the full effect of walking through the office. Which includes being stared at as they walk away. See if they look up here. Aww. Come on, Steve, look at me. Oh well. They surely understand that tech support knows of everything that happens in this district. That was remarkably easy.